I don't know about every time. Shit happens. That damn seam bomb. I didn't think them kids were gonna know about that shit. Oh, you ranked up to legend? It said MVP before that game. Now it says legend. What are you putting on it? How many collectibles you got? How many collectibles you got? There's 4 Madden collectibles. How many do you have? Jaws. See how much he goes for first. I don't know if I want any of these DTs that came out in this promo. He's an 88 or 89. What uniforms you got? What you got on them? What uniforms do you have, and what do you have on your uniforms? Raiders. Yeah, if you get Raiders rushing and then Madden rushing ×2 on top of my ×2 Madden passing, that's probably the best bet.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I'm playing that 49er game right now too, bitch. That game for the 49ers.
What, the Browns? You got Pat Tillman?
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Yeah, that's what Jamal Adams says. I'd be 90 before one.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Rodgers.
He's got 87 man coverage.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that's to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field strength has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if...
What, in franchise?
Yeah, he just quit. No, I'm on head-to-head.
Hey.
This dude just fucking quit.
I like this
Okay,
Shazier.
can't
But
quit.
this fool's only got 73 block shedding. Or 78 block shedding on it. Dude, Patrick Willis. How much you got? 86 block shedding. But no zone. What? What, upgrade Madden? Yeah, last year it was 2,000. Shit was stupid.
Stupid. It's still stupid.
Yeah, if you got power run, Raiders rushing, and Madden rushing, the only other thing you can do is get extra ×2 Madden rushing and max out Raiders rushing.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 20.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me put some pimping in it.
What's Gronkowski's speed?
3-yard line.
85 or something.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Somebody told me that abilities don't work unless they have an X factor.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But why would you put him on line?
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Secure pass protector and all day.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Some YouTubers saying, like, I got all day and
from the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man is Allison complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Rodgers to Allison, good for a Green Bay first down.
Only X Factor 130.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Over. Right there, 54, right there. 50. Right now, you got 58.
Now Rodgers throwing again.
Did you see all the shit they added?
The connection made. It's Graham.
And
all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 16 yards, a first down.
Power blocker, all day, zone blocker, secure protector, post up, and identify. All this shit.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Just put your X factor on Bo Jackson.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
What is it?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
61, matchbox lights.
They go play action. Cousins. He gets this one to Johnson. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Olabisi Johnson, 73 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
What? What are they doing defense?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've had to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Rodgers going to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second down and goal. Rodgers.
Nobody that compares to Melvin Gordon, Bo Jackson,
and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Yeah. I mean, if you put him next to Bo, I don't know about that. He's all right, though.
From the 3 now, here they come on
Antonio
3rd
Brown's
and
not
goal.
going to get another card, though. No, he's not playing.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got him open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers have taken
the Eagles?
lead.
Are you fucking serious? Son of a bitch.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7.
Motherfucker. That's terrible for us.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
The only competition in our division this year.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping
well,
for
I hope he's not ready.
So that didn't happen.
Ready to play.
You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't
Watch
he?
him go to the Eagles, too. So the Eagles have a fucking super team.
Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan
but the Eagles
Coachman will
got
have
cap
all
space,
the highlights and analysis of this first half of
they got a
play
good team
from
and
our
cap space at the
studios
same
in
time.
Orlando. And he'll be taken down. But
if they got Ramsey and Antonio Brown, that's a fucking Super Bowl team.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That is incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively.
They talk the most shit.
You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, touch pass is just double tap, right?
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A what? A gentle tap?
Recon, 132-5.
From the red zone now, Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball.
The Mud Heroes
when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On second down, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th.
Fucking making me play with Jared Goff.
My goodness, this is incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Rodgers running the option right. He may try and run for this. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Game control.
Watch the ship. Check. Watch twist. We're doing it. Back.
Okay, so pump fake is double tap, so it's definitely not that.
Get 300.
I don't even say.
Check 49. We're doing it.
High pass, low pass.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. Back deep is Marcus Sherrill.
Player lock. What is player lock on pre-play? This is quick on the left stick pass.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Yeah,
and this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Like you flip the fucking, so you feel like flip the formation and you just stay there. Or what?
Lets it fly for Thielen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
A reach tackle is L3 and X.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And right stick has 4 different controls. It says carry.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at halftime.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they're trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Left stick and square is aggressive foot fire release. I don't even know what that means. Oh, so remember last year?
Rodgers looking to throw on third and 2. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Right stick, left and right.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 11 yards there. First down. Cousins on first down. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and a yard, Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
He is so lucky.
An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Rodgers now on 1st down. Dancing. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Cousins on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
26.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Like while he's throwing it, or let go and then throw it?
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
Slam. Alert 3. Throw right. Can I get down? Check. Pilot, 64, weak.
Nah,
Here, Mike. Can I get down?
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Okay, so you tap the button.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now Rodgers firing quickly here, and that's complete.
What the fuck?
And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Now Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He's back to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. They'll look to throw, and this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Got a man. That's Allison. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial. Rodgers now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. One final try now for Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
That was a good game.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Not you, bitch. Fuck the Packers.
You know you like the Packers.
Fuck them fudge Packers.
You like the Packers. We whooped your ass, bro.
Yeah.
T-Birds right there.
I'm opening it right now.
That was a tough loss right there. This motherfucker right here is the left pass, so.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd. In fact, they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Let's go, baby. 1st and 10.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their pass.
Hey, since they don't have Vic cause, use Shazier and man up Adams. Bro, what the fuck? He has no break tackle.
Because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll try
I don't know what stats are contributing.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott now. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Yeah,
no score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
I'm saying this year they've performed against what offenses? The worst pro football teams, though. Well, they caught 3, but not against good teams.
47.
Patriots are in the same boat, though.
Prescott flushed out right. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
What?
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16.
Not even close.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So when you think play action right here, because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it,
The Bills are
play
better
action
than
and
the
take your shot at
Cowboys.
the end zone.
Elliott a 1st down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
You know, a lot of things you say make sense. But
Extra
I
point
can't
by
agree with this whole
Moore,
Bills are
and
better
good.
than the
And it's now
Cowboys
a
thing.
7-0
That
game.
just blows my mind. Because the Bills suck dick. And the Bills have been sucking dick for like 25 years straight. Four-1 against
Following
who?
the touchdown, here's
Come
Moore
on,
to
let's
kick
check
it away.
the Bills
About to be
schedule.
against you.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
said.
All right, so the Bills have played the Jets, won by 1 point against the Jets. Beat the Giants.
About set to get this
They're
drive
awful.
started. The
They're
Green
totally
Bay
awful.
offense at the line. They'll be looking to match
They're
that touchdown
awful.
from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
Yes,
Now a
that's
throw
one
to
of
the
them.
middle, and he's got it to start the drive. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Sam
They
Darnold is
love
a
to just
child.
strike
He's
back
like
with a touchdown right
22
here.
years
If
old.
it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit
No
after they just give
experience.
up a
He's a
score.
fucking rookie, pretty much.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets this up across the
What about the return
35
yards?
before he's out of
Get that already?
bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Hey, use your Shazier.
So from the 36 now, first
Threw
and
it out to me
10.
just now.
Here's Rodgers. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Russell's out routes.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
I thought McCourty was a safety.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
X3, 218, chopper.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Partner, earlier we were talking about the undefeated teams in the league. Let's switch that and look at the teams at the bottom, like Miami, Washington, Denver, etc. Who is there hope for that is off to a really rough start?
And if we're talking about hope, are we talking about this season or are we talking about the future?
Well, let's do in the future.
Okay, in the
Like,
future,
even whenever he
Miami's
gets his shit,
accumulating draft
he's too
picks
slow.
at an
Like, he
incredible
can't
rate,
get in there for
but
the
they'll have to
sack.
hit on all of them and make great decisions in free agency. If so, then they definitely have hope for the future. If you're
What was
Washington,
that?
well, you drafted
What's
Dwayne
that flag?
Haskins this past year. Can you build around a rookie quarterback, a young guy, and make this thing work? If you're Denver, you've got to get some things figured out because normally their defense carries them. Arizona, well, of course,
You're
Kyler
just talking
Murray's
to your
there in a
TV
new
this whole
system.
time?
Will it take root? Will it take hold? Atlanta is the biggest surprise to me.
I bet you had all kinds of stuff to
1-3. I don't think any of us saw this coming, but they can still climb back into the race if they can get on a little bit of...
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a
Yeah,
decent
and I
chance
was
of
saying
coming
how
away
the
with the
Patriots
football.
defense hasn't faced a good offense yet.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The
The
disadvantage
Chiefs
of
were throwing up
blitzing
tutties.
often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
How many touchdowns did the Chiefs get?
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers. Flush to his right.
And then what?
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Kill, turn up. Over.
Because Jared Goff can't do. I don't know what the Rams offense, like, everyone's seen what they do. They run play action, and they fucking throw for sideline routes and fucking posts and shit.
Two draw porkers.
They do it like
the Packers
they
going to use one of their
defenses get surprised by that shit every game when they got all the tape they need.
After picking up the first
they run
down.
the same shit. The Chiefs and Patriots played twice last year.
258. 54 fight. Watch the curl. Kill.
In that playoffs game, Mahomes was carving that Patriots defense up.
Rodgers now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen.
In the AFC Championship, Mahomes was carving up the Patriots defense.
Down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard
line. It went into overtime.
Now the Packers going to go
got just as many points as the Patriots offense got on.
As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
And the fucking Chiefs have a garbage defense.
Now. Here's another 1st and 10.
By scoring just as many points.
Rodgers.
And if they would have won the overtime,
complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets
if they won the overtime, the coin toss, Mahomes would have went right down the field and would have been in the Super Bowl.
Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two.
You can pretend like if they didn't win that coin flip, they weren't going to win that game. It all came down to the coin flip.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Easy.
Rodgers again.
Colts are a good team, though.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They got a good O-line. They got a good defense. Like all-around defense is good.
Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers.
They play hard, though. I don't know what it is about that defense. They're coached good, and they got good players on them.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And again, it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott escaping the pressure. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Packers pick it up.
I'm not going to lie, though. If the Eagles get Antonio Brown, I'm going to be salty as fuck. they're already fucking difficult to cover Aguilar and Alshon Jeffrey and fucking. They got a third receiver that's decent too. You got Antonio Brown in the mix. That's pretty fucking tough.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here.
Not to mention Zach Ertz.
At the 11.
He's pretty much a receiver.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on first and 10.
All the way out of bounds and shit.
He'll take the knee in the final couple seconds. Will tick by in this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Tackle being broken.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Past the 20, 10, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott, 74 yards.
All right, play it then. I'll get that.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
'97. Yeah, Derwin James got good hit power too.
Extra point by
like 92
up
hit power.
and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
He didn't catch it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 23-yard line.
It's caught here by Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
That's good for the Packers. First down. First and 10. At the
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
54. Don't get nervous. Show it up. Show it up.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last
Hey,
run
you see
got
how
3.
that
Now here's
user's
2nd
following
and
me at the
7.
sideline? If you wait for that user to run over there, I'm gonna do a post and put it on the
Rodgers
wall.
to throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but
All you
they're
gotta
on
do
the
in pinch
move.
dog is
First
come
and
out
10.
and gun bunch, max protect, and
Off
have
the
a real
play fake
route.
to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second.
Just have any real route. Just have any real route.
Open receiver complete. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure this out.
He's going to be sacked. Back at the
Hey, I'm gonna slant inside and cut up.
DeMarcus
Wait,
Lawrence
wait
able
a
to
second,
get in
dude.
there for his second sack of
I
the
said I was gonna fake a
afternoon.
slant inside
That's the
and cut
second
up.
sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do
Remember how
to
to do
set
it,
them
right?
up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
You gotta roll it. Like, you put that green line right on the foot of the
Malik
outside.
Collins, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush
When
getting
it rolled
strong here,
correctly, it just didn't roll
back-to-back
where
sacks.
it was supposed to roll.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. Now Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys
What
are
was my deep
back
third
within a
doing?
single
My
score.
deep third was saying bullshit right there.
It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on fourth down, but hey, not only did
No,
they get the
just
first
hold
down,
right
forget about that,
hold
they
right
got in the
trigger
end zone.
and
Yeah,
just look at
because
the
normally
zone.
you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, fourth down, they went for it.
Crosby with the extra point, and that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Crosby on now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. A little juke. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
I said you could have, because
Really
you can
good
hang
pickup of
Pat Sullivan
28
with a high point.
yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Touchdown, defense.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is Elliott. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To throw again on 2nd down, Rodgers. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
We own them. Check. Cross. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. 26. 54. I know he ain't got it. Check. Check 43. Check 13. Check 13. 61. Matchbox White.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one.
Maybe 30
and brings up a 4th down decision.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. Got a man. That's Allison. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Another one. TJ Cali in the house.
58! 54! Right, 54! We ain't giving up nothing today! Look at you! Hey, black! Hey, Mike!
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Yeah, you got to finish once you finish all the stats. It gives you an extra. It's 250K for finishing the stats, another 250K for each stat gives you 40K, 60K, 70K, blah blah blah, and all that adds up to 250. So 250 is 500, and then whenever you unlock Pat Tillman, that's another 250.
Time to talk it over.
And then I forgot where the other 250 is, but all of it's $1 million.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, boy.
On first down, Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard
I think you get the
line.
first 250 just
That's
for
going to go as a
blocking.
loss of 1 on first down.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
I can make him fumble on it.
Back to throw.
I can make him fumble on a kidney snake right now.
To Adams. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Pick up the
You
phone
think they'd
because
be
I
ready for that?
called
That
it.
time they weren't. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. That is caught inside the 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
I'm gonna do a fake slant, then I'm gonna post it, or not post it, but corner it to the right after I fake slant. Bro, I'm going to the corner. Wait for me to get out there.
Rodgers to throw, and it's caught. It's a touchdown.
Bro, I'm not anywhere near where you threw the ball
Here in the
at.
final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it. And as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They get fooled on that one.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Well, they just want to get out of here. I don't blame them.
Back to throw, and it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Yeah, a little bit. They get to complete 4 quarters and complete a few passes. Oh yeah, they don't get shit. I don't know why they stayed in the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Yep.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Eight picks.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes
Yeah,
perfect.
They knew a thing or two, so that their offense did.
Carry now for Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And
That's
this
not
is
what
going
lost
to be
us the game.
Packer
What lost us the
football.
game was that damn
Well, that simply is a missed
touchdown. If
opportunity.
he didn't get that, it would have been 13-13.
This dude back now. I just whooped Dallas's ass. How you like that?
Hey, I'll beat Dallas and I'll beat your ass.
Dallas just got took. He quit at the fourth quarter, man. Yeah.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, fun.
Sunday.